Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. In today's video, well, Alan, my buddy, has sent over another care package for the channel. I can't thank you enough, dude. It's crazy. So, out of general chaos and confusion, I put the box down here the other day and said, hey, I gotta get back to that. And yeah, I got distracted and it's been a couple days. Finally got back to it. And yeah, dug into it, not on camera, and started pulling stuff out, got real excited, and all kinds of stuff happened. So, there was a small car in the kit and a bunch of other stuff. So, real quick, I'll bring up the car. So, this is the car. Some of you guys are going to recognize it. Some of you guys are going to be like, what is that? When I first looked at it, I was like, is this Nico? Dandy? What is this? This is, to me, a QD F40 Ferrari. The quick drive series were basically, to me, is toy grade version. So they shrunk them down to like a 12 scale-ish size and put toy grade electronics in there. So it's got like a 370-ish motor in there. I'm not sure exactly what size. But instead of, you know, a receiver and a servo, you basically have just a big circuit board and a toy grade 5-wire servo in here. Now, this didn't come with a radio, and it is missing the battery door. So the battery door I should be able to figure out. I should just be able to make something out of, you know, some tiny 1.5 mil carbon fiber or something and make a battery door, and we can put a little 2S back in, and what I can do is then stick in a modern ESC receiver and servo. I'm pretty sure a standard size servo will fit in here, and, you know, probably some finagling, but should be able to get that done. Now, when it came out of the box, it was not shiny and red. It was very, you know, dusty from being in somebody's closet or in a garage for quite a few years. So I took the body off of it, cleaned up the entire chassis, cleaned up the body, and now it is looking really, really nice. It has been run. You know, there are some scuffs and stuff on the rear end. And there were a few little there's like some minor scuffing around the corners of the body. But overall, it looks like it's been run a handful of times and basically probably got put away. More than likely what happened is AA batteries got left in the radio, leaked out, ruined the radio, and then it was just, I don't know, let's just stick it in the closet. So, like I said, I have gotten it cleaned up. I have not done any of the work to it. That's going to be a later on down the project, but it was just dirty and I wanted to dive into it and get it cleaned up. So it is all cleaned up and that looks awesome. So I have this little bag of goodies here, and in the baggie we have probably a dozen different crystals, all different frequencies, 27 meg, 75 meg. So those will come in handy for matching up some of the stuff that I don't have and for future projects. Now, he did toss in 3 of the Traxxas 2215 receivers, but basically there is one looks like it's in perfect shape, one missing an antenna, and one looks like somebody spray bombed it or something. But I can probably pop the case off of this one, put it on this one, and be all good, and have 2 working ones. But you know, I can always put an antenna on the other one. These I was pretty excited about. So one is a used ESC and one is a brand new ESC. So this is a used one. I'll take it out the baggie so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is a Tekken Rebel. Now this was a awesome ESC when it came out. These you would see all the time in RC car magazines and stuff like that, in the RC10s and stuff like that. The guys were racing. This was kind of a bulletproof, really good ESC, and I'm really excited to get it. It has been used, but it does not look like it's been abused. And by the length of the wires, this has only been in a couple cars. You know, normally when you get an ESC that's been used and put into, you know, 5, 6, 7 cars over its life, you know, the wires are like this long because they keep getting snipped off and resoldered. But this one, everything on it looks perfect. You know, so I'm really excited. I got a project in mind for that one. And then, and as you can tell, this one has never been used. This has got the longest wires I've ever seen on an ESC. This is a Novak dual profile ESC. This one I don't know that much about. So I will have to find out some more on this. It's got this little teeny tiny blue wire that doesn't look like it's ever been used. I'm not sure what that is. And then just your regular wires, but it only has 3 wires. you have a black, blue, and red external wires. So usually black and red battery, and then usually have two other ones for motor. Now I know some of them did use basically a battery, positive, negative, and then a negative on the ESC, and it shared battery voltage. So I'm not sure. I'll have to get a manual out and figure this one out. But like I said, this one's never been used, never been installed, never had solder on the wires. So that one's super, super cool. If you guys remember, not too long ago, Alan sent me another package. And in that one had a cool little Nico Truck. So this is the little Nico Truck that he sent over. It's a really awesome little Toyota-ish looking off-road truck. It basically has 2 speeds and a free wheel, which basically allows you to use this winch. So you have a gear selector in the back, you have a high, low, and winch mode. And when you put it in winch mode, it basically freewheels the tires, but it allows the winch lead to come in and out. Super, super cool truck. And again, it's dirty and dusty. I have not cleaned this one up. This is somewhat what this one looked like, just, you know, dusty from sitting around. The problem with this one was the cast metal hub on the front tire. This guy, the ears broke off of it, so I was gonna have to solder it on there or whatever. And you know, Alan talked to me. He said, "Hey, maybe you can reach out to Ampro and see if you can 3D print one." But once I got to looking at it, the studs on there are very, very, very small. Ooh, that gonna poke me in the eye. So I decided to go looking for one just to see if I could find one. And thankfully, I found one. Now, this one had some stuff this one doesn't. So this one actually has the bed mount puller, so you can actually put the winch to the back and basically tow another truck with it. Or you could pop this thing out of the bed and just run the winch like normal. This one, well, I got it for a really, really, really good deal. So this one has good knuckles. Wheels are all on it. The problem was that it didn't have tires. So these tires are next to impossible to find because it's a single tire molded into a dual tire setup. So the tires themselves are next to impossible to get. Now, thankfully, I can get the tire off of this wheel and stick it onto this wheel. So I can transplant this whole wheel assembly over to this one and have a working hub and just have new tires on this. The tires that came with this one, I have no idea what they did to this poor thing. Obviously, they took the tires off at some point, and they are hard. Like, this one is still squishy, but these are like a hard plastic almost, and obviously got baked into tire brownies. Don't look like it'd be good eats. So, donor truck. So, I will be pulling off what I need off of this one and getting this one fixed. I have electronics for both, so if there's anything wonky with the electronics, whether it's the winch or the control boards or the remotes, I have 2 of everything. So hopefully with all that, I can get one good working truck. So yeah, these are still in progress, and this antenna is driving me crazy. There we go. So yeah, these are still in progress. This is a future one. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do, and thank you so very much, Alan, for the cool kits. I was not expecting a little cutie car. But again, you don't give me a heads up of what's coming, so I don't know whether you're sending me $1 million or a pile of frogs in the mail. I just take what you send me, dude. I appreciate it so very much. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick look at everything, and I will get this one going, get it cleaned up, and get this whole transplant going, and hopefully get a running truck fairly soon. Again, there's 48 things going on all at one time, so no guarantees of when, but I will be working on it. Everybody out there, as always, be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.